Hello, Joshua Kellen. I thought I'd do a sort of a multi-week update. This is the first part. So, last weekend when I put out the last video, my friend had the prior weekend or the weekend before, I'm not quite sure. The days just blend in each other. He did some more work here, finished this, did some trim work, but ended up not finishing, but it's good enough for the winter to keep the pigeons out. So there will be more work probably this spring, summer, just to finish it up. So my friend Ed, who helped me and did some of this work, that when I wasn't here, I was off doing other things. So he ended up having his knee replaced last weekend or whatever. So I had my friend / coworker come help me, and we just put these, this was one long board. I decided to cut into two. That way it kind of looks even instead of one short board, one long board. So there's that. There is still a gap here. It's about that wide. It'll be kind of hard for pigeons, I think, to get in there. They literally got to fly down and go up like that in order to do that. So another thing I did was I ended up replacing the headlight bulbs in my Craftsman. I have a set of 6,000 Kelvin, 500 lumen each bulbs. So one nice thing, they're in a reflector instead of just, you can literally see the chips itself. So it's 4:30 right now when I'm recording this. And I'm not even I'm just you can imagine what they look like. If I get around to it, I'll add to this clip and show you. So yeah, another thing I got done today was did some cleaning up next to the storage container, and then I re-tarped this thing, moved the V-twin this way a little bit, put its muffler on. This square right here is actually sitting on the outlet of the muffler to sort of kind of be able to shed all the rain and snow. This one I did cut some of the tarp to allow it to drain because it was on the 3 tractors outside, but I repurposed it. It's the same size that was on here. This one is a little nicer, whatever. That thing's gonna get moved in the next few months or few weeks across the road. So yep, be right back. I'm back. Thought I would do a quick little more info. So last weekend, today is the 17th of November. So the last weekend, which is right around about a week after the first 2 clips, I was out of the showgrounds and I straightened up, moved some wood around, got rid of all those small pieces so they can be burned. Just generally straightened up for the winter hayride. So what you see on wood piled everywhere, that's no longer there. The long pieces have been piled on the other side of where I sit. So it's much neater than what you see in the clips. Be right back. I'm back. So doing a little bit of work on my portable fuel station. So this is the fuel pump kit that I picked up. So far all I've done was connect the black hose to the the fuel nozzle. I haven't done anything to the pump. Main bit of work that I have been doing is to the bottom of the fuel tank. So as you can see, I've gotten some plumbing parts. Sorry, I'm trying to unscrew this. So this is what was originally here. So I went with a union coupling type just so I can remove the hose, keep it attached to the pump, keep its system, keep limited amount of drips and all that. So I have a half-inch, this is all half-inch MPT until I get to the hose. So a half-inch street elbow, a half-inch ball valve. Let's just say, I don't know if you can see that, but that's like a 1/4 inch hole. This thing like has a 1/2 inch hole in it, so it'll have better flow. So yeah, that's the reason why I went with the new valve. This worked fine for gravity fed, but no, I'm actually going to be pulling from the tank. So like I said, is I have a 1/2 inch union here and a 1/2 inch union here. So literally, so literally all I do is undo these two and connect it and put the two plugs on each other. That way it basically, I can seal this, not have the pump attached, because this thing is already a thing to handle just the tank itself. So 1/2 inch plugs, another 1/2 inch union, then another 1/2 inch close nipple, then a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch or 1 inch MPT as parts start to fall, and then a 1 inch MPT to 1 inch hose, the hose that came in the fuel pump kit. And the fuel pump uses these O-ring type fittings. I think I gotta deburr that a smidge. So, yep, so that's how the fuel system is gonna be. I'll be right back. I'm back. So I've been also cleaning and organizing here. So did some shuffling around, got the 2 vertical shaft fan guards off that, and on to here. Just move things around so they'd fit a little bit better. Here's the twin cylinder military engine, here's the single cylinder. So there's that. Again, I've just been rearranging everything, so made diesel fuel only signs for this, just so, yep, so people know it's diesel fuel. Sold the Briggs generator, that's gone. Like I have the Honda, I have no need for it. Those tires are up for sale as well. Got my extra wallpaper steamer here, my 2 other heaters that don't need to be down at Makerspace. So that's what I came up with for fittings. I don't know if I showed that in the other video. There is some stale gas in here. It's not much. I'm just gonna run it right through the diesel. I'm gonna definitely add some extra lubrication because that, plus it's going into a 34-gallon fuel tank that is about half full, so it's going to be barely there. So there's that. So kind of thinking for this winter is I'm going to take the other Bollens, bring that down to Makerspace, and I'm going to probably pull the engine off that one, pull some of the other stuff off of it, and I'm gonna try and get the engine running so I can see how well this transaxle works to get a feel for it. I also gotta fix this, but I'm looking at new rubber bushings for it, so go figure. I was given this Husqvarna 235 X Torque. It stalls out when it's hot, probably ignition coil, but honestly, I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I have a feeling it's probably ignition coil, but again, trying to do stuff that doesn't cost a lot of money. Yep. Be right back. I'm back. So, gave the Tecumseh a oil change, new spark plug, and I got it ran fine. And then gave it a tune. So I picked this up for free. This is a Campbell Housing oil lubricated air compressor. There's the data plate. It's a model HL 410199 DP. So this was on the side of the road, and so Friday I turned it on. It turned on, and then there's a gush of air. Turns out the drain valve on the bottom of the tank was non-existent, and it was just a hole. So I ended up tried to easy out it, didn't work. I didn't want to use heat, so I ended up just drilling and tapping the bottom of the tank, and it holds air. And this has been sitting for almost, I would say, 18 hours. It shuts off at about 125, kicks in about 95, 90 pounds. Loud, but half decent. And then I'm just slowly, I completely reorganized this. As you can tell by the bolts, that corner let go, and it fell apart, so I had to drill and put bolts in. So just tearing it. I remembered to tear apart this thing saves a few bits, so I'm saving the heat sinks out of these two transistors. The heat sink off these. This is probably what converts it from DC to AC. This is more of the fine. Not quite sure how this thing works. Saving the fan, the fuse holder, the 12 volt jacks, the switch, and the two outlets. Don't know what I'll be doing those for. But now this can actually now go into scrap because I have no need for it. That can go away, that can go away. I'm going to separate the circuit board off this, then the plastic can go away. Yep. So I'm really just trying to take it one day at a time. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.